Hi everyone, this video shares my recipe for chocolate roll cake, a tender and moist cake with a fluffy cream filling. This beautiful cake is decadent but not overly sweet, and I think you'll really enjoy it. For the cake ingredients, have eggs, sugar, vegetable oil, milk, vanilla extract, cake flour, unsweetened cocoa powder, baking soda, salt, cream of tartar, and powdered sugar. For the cream filling, have unflavored gelatin, water, heavy whipping cream, and powdered sugar. Line a 12 by 18 inch sheet pan with parchment paper. Crease the parchment paper to help it fit into the pan. In the corners of the parchment paper, make a diagonal cut, and this will help the paper lay better. Preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Separate the egg yolks from the egg whites. Transfer the yolks into a large mixing bowl. Transfer the egg whites into the bowl of a stand mixer. Just a quick tip, eggs are easiest to separate when cold and best when used at room temperature. Please note the eggs should be at room temperature for this recipe. Using a hand mixer, beat the egg yolks on low speed for 30 seconds. Now using medium speed, continue beating the egg yolks while gradually adding half a cup sugar. Add about a tablespoon sugar every 30 seconds. Once done, the beaten egg yolks and sugar should be pale yellow and thick. Add the vegetable oil, milk, and vanilla extract. Mix together on low speed until incorporated. Sift together the cake flour, cocoa powder, baking soda, and salt. Add 1/3 of the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients and mix on low speed. Add another third dry ingredients and continue mixing. Add the remaining dry ingredients and mix until fully incorporated. Also scrape down the bowl and work in any dry ingredients. Using a whisk attachment, beat the egg whites on low speed for 30 seconds. Increase the speed to medium-low and beat for another 30 seconds or until the egg whites are foamy. Add the cream of tartar. Using medium speed, beat the egg whites until they start to thicken. Gradually add the remaining 1/4 cup sugar. Continue beating on medium-high speed until the egg whites reach a firm peaks stage. The entire process takes about 3 to 3.5 minutes. Add 1/3 beaten egg whites to the batter and gently fold. Take your time with this process so you don't deflate the egg whites. When mostly incorporated, add another third egg whites and continue folding. Add the remaining egg whites and again fold until fully incorporated. Pour the batter into the sheet pan prepared earlier. Spread out the batter, making sure to push it into the corners of the pan. It's important to level out the batter so the cake has an even thickness. Use an offset spatula if you have one. Tap the pan against the counter a few times to release the air bubbles. Transfer into the oven and bake for 10 to 12 minutes. Check the cake is done by touching it lightly and it should spring back. Also check by inserting a toothpick and it should come out clean. After taking the cake out of the oven, gently pull back the parchment paper from the sides of the cake. Let the cake cool for 5 minutes. Lay a clean kitchen towel on your work surface. Cover the towel with a generous amount of powdered sugar. Place the cake on top of the towel. Starting at one end, remove the parchment paper by rolling it under the cake. Coat the cake with a liberal amount of powdered sugar. The powdered sugar helps the cake not stick to the towel when it's rolled. Using light pressure, roll up the towel and cake into a spiral. Transfer the cake with the seam side down to a wire rack and let cool for 1 hour. Chill the mixing bowl and whisk in the fridge for 30 minutes. Sprinkle the gelatin over the water and let stand for 1 minute. Stir together. Microwave for 15 seconds. Let the mixture cool in cold water until it's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. Don't let the mixture get too cool or it will turn solid. Remove the cold mixing bowl and whisk from the fridge. Add the heavy whipping cream into the bowl. Mix on medium speed until the cream is thick, approximately 3 to 4 minutes. Gradually add the powdered sugar while mixing. Once all the sugar is added, scrape down the bowl. Add the cooled gelatin to the whipped cream. The gelatin helps to stabilize the whipped cream so it doesn't melt so quickly. Mix on high speed until the cream is stiff, approximately 1 minute. The whipped cream should be thick and fluffy. Gently unroll the cake. Spread a thick layer of the whipped cream on the cake. Roll up the cake again, ending with the seam side down. Trim off the edges to make it look pretty. Chill in the fridge until it's time to serve. Before serving, dust the cake with more powdered sugar. The chocolate cake is fluffy and moist with tender crumbs, and you'll love how airy and light the whipped cream filling is. Enjoy! Hi, I hope you've enjoyed this easy how-to video. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to post below. For full recipes, check out RunAwayRice.com. I work on new recipes each week, so please subscribe to my channel to stay tuned. This is Trang wishing you good eating and good health. Thanks for watching.